Hey guys, this is the Average Cuber, and today we will be going over basic F2L pairing. Let's get started. To start, you want to look and know how to recognize it, F2L pairs. So you want to scramble your cube and build your cross first. Once you have your cross built, you want to look for a white corner with two other colors and that same edge that matches those two colors. For instance, this white, green, orange corner and the green, orange edge. Now, the most basic pair you can find, inserting wise, is this one I have right here. You'll see that you want to put these two colors together. So you see when I pull down like that, it brings part of my cross up, but that's okay because it makes these two come together. You see, have this together. So the very basic way of inserting is setting these up like this. So opposite color on the top, opposite colors on the top, white on the side, and then you bring your side up, which makes your pair, put it in, and put it down. And then you see you have put not only your corner and your edge in at the same time, as opposed to beginner method where they put their corner in and then they put their edge in, which is a lot slower. The second type of pair you want to look for, basic pair, is this one. You see it's already paired up, but because it's already paired up, you can't just insert it like that. It'll break that pair. You see when I lift up and then move over, it splits that pair in half. So the way you insert this pair is you want to find the slot you're inserting in. For instance, I want to insert right here, these two pieces. And then that little slot you have, you want to lift that slot up, put this piece in that slot, and put it down. And you see now I have this piece inserted. Next, you want to look through odd pairs. These are pairs you can insert intuitively. You just kind of have to mess around a bit. Now, there is an algorithm for this pair. But, as this is more beginner F2L, you want to look at it from a simpler standpoint. Now, the trick here is you want to have a open slot in the back. So this is a slot where nothing important's in. You see, I don't have anything important here. So the basic concept is you want to hide the corner, so you move the corner down so it's not in the top layer, and then move the edge. And the reason you don't just move the edge is because if you move the edge, the corner is still tagging along. So you hide the corner, move the edge, and then bring the corner back up. And you see it splits them. And now they're across from each other. But if you tried to insert it like this, you would get opposite colors here. And that's bad, because this is still not solved. So, you want to do the same thing. You want to hide the corner, move the edge. If you move it here, it does nothing. It's still not paired up. And if you move it back here, you've literally done nothing. So what you want to do is try maybe going like this. But if you go like this right where you are, unless you have an empty slot back here, it'll take out this pair that you have. See, it takes it out. So you want to make sure you have an empty slot in the back. And then I see if I move it here, it does nothing. But if I hide the corner, move the edge, bring it back up, you see now I have this pair. So now I can take this pair, move it over, take my slot, open it up, put the pair in, close it down. And now I've finished my F2L, or my first two layers. Let's grab a different scramble. Scramble your cube again, and then start by building your cross. now I see that I have my cross built, and the first thing I want to do is look in the top layer. Now I want to find two pieces that are in top layer. If I can, won't always happen. I see I have these two pieces, but this one's special because the white's not facing to this part or this part. Like if I did a corner twist, it's not facing here or here. It's facing upwards. So I have to do something special. This is a type of pairing that I use often in my solves, even in advanced solves. And the way you do it is you find your edge. This is my edge right here. You want to find the side color and line the side color up with its color. You see, I just over here, and then I line them up like this. And then you want to, instead of hiding the corner, you're going to hide the edge. But first, you want to look at the edge's top color. I see that the edge's top color is orange. And then I want to see, can I see the edge's side color from one of these two spots? No. But I can see it from back here. I see it's orange. If this color and this color match, you want to push up. You want to do an R move. And then a U, in this case. But if they don't match, you want to do an R prime. So you'll see I do an R move, which brings the edge back here. I do a U to put the corner on top of the edge, which makes our pair right here. And then I bring it down. And then you'll see that oftentimes when you do that, it makes for really nice and easy inserts. After I completed that pair, I want to look for my next pair. And I see this corner down here and this edge up here. And if you look carefully, you see that this color, if I bring it up, stays on top. And this green's on top too. So I move it over and I bring it on top, and you see it makes that pair. But if I bring it back down, it does nothing. So I want to move it over and out of the way, bring it down, bring it to its slot, open its slot, put it in its slot, and put it back down. Hope you're understanding this. So then I want to look for my next pair, and I see that I have one of the two edges I have left already in a slot, but it's in the wrong slot. And I have an edge up here. So I see that if I were to put the pair in here, it would move these either up here or in the correct slots, but in the wrong order. So the basic way to take a corner out, if you haven't already done beginner method, I really hope you've done beginner method, because you should not be messing with this till you have. Just do one of these. And you see the edge got in that time. And just do until both the edge and the corner are out. Then you'll see I have this white on top again. Let me look at it from this side. This white on top. So I want to line the side color of my edge up. Look at the top color. And the color I can most easily see. You're not always going to be looking at the side. You want to look at the color you can most easily see. This is blue and this is blue. So I know I'm doing an R. Another way to figure out which one you're doing, which move you're doing, is if you don't have a slot open back here and you only have a slot open right here and your colors lined up, you want to bring this slot up so you always know it's going to be an R. Anyways, I see my two colors, I do an R, I stack the corner on top of the edge, I bring it down, and then I insert. And that puts that piece in. Now, just like I said, because I filled that slot with the correct pieces, the incorrect pieces came out. And you'll see right here, I have opposites color and white on the side. So I can just insert my pair. Let's get another scramble. So, we'll start by building our cross, and then we will move on to pairs. I'm doing it. So the first thing I see is these two. Now these two are special because if you repeat this pattern, which will be on the screen, R, U, R prime, U prime, and do it 3 times, that pair goes straight in. So it looks like this. See, we have these opposite colors here. The corner is stacked on top of the edge. The edge is in the right place. We do R, U, R prime, U prime. R, U, R prime, U prime. And it puts that pair in for me. The next thing I see is that this edge is right, but this corner is not stacked on top of it. So I want to make sure that edge stays there until I can get that corner up here and facing up. And luckily, if I take the corner out by opening the slot, moving it, putting it down, I see the edge, the corner is facing with the white up. I move it over, see opposite colors, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Second pair inserted. Now, I see that this green is facing up, and that this edge, when the corner is stacked on top of it, has opposite colors. But you don't want to do this, because 1, this is in the right slot, and 2, there is a better pair you can do here. See if you can spot it. Okay, the pair is right here. We see that we have the blue here, and when we move this up, we get the blue here. So we make that pair, and then we insert. Now we're left with this right here. We see we can't do that, or it's opposite colors. So we move it over till we have an open slot in the back. We hide the corner, move the edge, bring the corner back. We make our pair, and we insert. I hope that was as clear and concise as I meant it to be. This has been Average Cuber, and I will see you in the next video.